everyone. Welcome back to Eyes on Prize and welcome back to the third series of Sin in the Camp. This one I will entitle it Blindsided. So I want to talk about this young lady that I've met throughout the years while attending that particular church. So she got saved about the same time that I got saved too. She have children. And her mother has been praying and hoping and praying to God for her to get saved. So they had something like a convocation, and she was there and she got saved. Just like myself, I went at the same time and I got saved, but I decided to give my life to God at that time. So she gave her life to God because she was like tired. Sometimes we're just tired of things just failing, things not working out for us. So we go ahead and just give her life to God and just wanted a better life. So when she got saved, and she went through the process of new convert class and then graduate. I was a part of the graduation too because we were in the same new convert class. So she was an amazing person to me. And I remember after a while she joined the choir. A lot of times we don't understand when we join a choir, it's like we see these choir people sometimes more than we see our own family. Because sometimes you practice 7 days a week, depending on where you're going or what function or what activity going on. You will be at the choir meeting so many times for the week. So she joined the choir and she had an amazing voice too. So while spending time on the choir and going to, because our church would also, participate in festival, gospel festival, they will participate in that. So, she and this young man that I'm about to talk about now, this young man is like very handsome, very tall, very handsome. He's just someone that you could look at. But he has that confidence. So I guess she was drawn to that confidence that he has. So when our church have been going to a different function, they will always be together because they so happen to live on the same street. What a coincidence. Yeah, they were living on the same street. So while they come into church to go, do choir practice, they will come together. To service, they'll come together, they will leave together. So I have been around her because, I got a little bit closer to, I've been around her and I would go to her house and I will see him there too, late hours of the night, but I'm not thinking that he's living there or anything like that because they live on the same street. But I know she was cooking for him and her children love him. So the relationship developed so much like the children start believing that he is like their new dad, because our children they're just beautiful, loving, because whenever they see me they're running, give me the biggest hug ever and just don't want to let go of me. That's how precious these children are. And I remember that they basically was in a relationship. And I know she gave him, the history of the dad or the children dad and everything. So, they were planning to either get married, to get engaged, but, he wanted a better life so he can help her. That's what we all think. So I remember one day she called me up and they were going to the airport. And I'm like, what's going on? And she was like, they're sending him, he's going away to another country because he got a job offer. And the job offer is to give them a better, stability for both of them and the children. Because this woman was really in love with him. She was, like I said, cooking, doing everything that a wife would be doing. But I guess I do not know what he say to her for her to believe that he really and truly was going to marry her. So I went to the airport with her. And the funniest thing is, when he was leaving, he could not pay for his flight. Her mother, even the mother, believed that this guy was so genuine to her daughter. She booked the flight and paid for it for him. And this was like the Friday, and we all at the airport and sending him off, and it was like crying because we all loved him. We really do love him. And send him off. So about a week later, everything just came out that he went overseas that same weekend that he left. He got married on the Saturday of that weekend to a longtime girl that was also from our church that left years ago. And they were still in contact with each other, and they still was having a relationship, but a far distant relationship. So, but we did not know about this girl, and I know she did not know about this girl too. And he left, and they paid his flight to go away to get married to someone else. So this devastated her. And the funniest thing is, other people that was there in the church as long as he did knew that he was leaving to go get married to someone else. And we did not know. So she was just devastated and I guess embarrassed. And she had to step off the choir too. So I pray and hope that, she get back to God. But the point I'm trying to make with this is that you can't trust nobody. The only person you can trust is God. And if we just live righteous and soberly and let him lead you, we should understand that if a guy would say, if you do this for me, I would love you, I will marry you, but you got to sleep with me first, or you got to do this for me to marry you, that is not of God. And not because they're in the church longer and they're jumping around with the Holy Ghost all over them, it doesn't mean they're righteous or even living for God one bit. But like I said, he knew he was a looker. He know he looks good, and he just took her for a ride. And the worst part is that she paid for his flight to go and get married the same weekend. So that was heart-wrenching for me because I kind of like him for her, and they were like, when I said inseparable, they were, and it just hurt her to the core. So I knew she stopped going to church at one time. I'm not sure if she's back, but I pray to God that she come back to God one day, and soon before it's too late. But my advice to everyone that's out there, that when you go to church, and we all desire to be married. We all desire that person for ourselves. We desire to be loved. We desire a husband for ourselves. Do not be blindsided by what they're saying to you, because they can lie to you in a heartbeat. You got to go to God. Even if you're interested in a person, go to God and tell him, show me, God, is this the one for me? Give me a confirmation. Give me a second confirmation. And in the same token, you don't have to sleep with that person. You don't have to go into any form of compromising position or situation with this person to prove that you want them to marry you. If they really and truly want to marry you, they will never use you or abuse you if they really truly want you. You don't have to force someone to marry you. And they were dating for a while. When I said dating for a while, they were dating for over 2 years. But they never got engaged. But I know they were talking about getting married and getting engaged, but it never happened because there was someone else out there that he wanted to get married to. And I believe, sometimes it's because they needed a new opportunity, something better than what they have, because he would have maybe be the breadwinner for her and her children. But at the same time, you should just let her go because you were not interested in her. You should have even tell her before all of this went down. And that's the only thing that I did not like, because he could have been honest to her and tell her the truth. Being that you were always that close everywhere you go, everybody knew that both of you were in a relationship. We didn't know how far it went, but it was that obvious. But because we're a new convert, we did not know his past, that he was in another relationship until the person left. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk today about. So for those who are joining me for the first time, I thank you for finding this channel. Remember to like, share, and please comment. Let me hear what you think about this story. And if you have a similar story to it, let me hear. I want to hear about it. All right. Until next time, the peace of God be with you, and please be blessed. Bye.